This is an Airy lace pattern for knitting that is very quick and easy to work. It's only used knit and purl stitches. Remarkably, there are absolutely no yarn overs and no knit two together decreases involved. It's light and breathable, creating those beautiful smosh mesh cells. The backside is also very neat and attractive. I will show you a sample made with a different yarn. Here the yarn is thicker and I used slightly larger needles. I feel like the eyelets are a bit less defined here, but the overall lace texture and structure are still preserved. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel and ask a question in the comment. And let's begin. The pattern repeat consists of 2 stitches. For flat knitting, I knit a multiple of 2 plus 1 symmetry stitch and 2 edge stitches, so I'll cast on an odd number of stitches. If you are working in the round, just cast on an even number, as you won't need symmetry stitches. So, row 1 of the pattern. I slip the edge stitch unworked and then work as follows. 1 purl and then a knit stitch with 2 wraps. Watch 1 and 2. This creates a knit stitch with a double wrap. I'm using wooden needles, which aren't slipped at all, so doing 2 wraps can be a bit tricky. If you also have wooden needles that are not slippery, it's easy to do this movement like this. Knit into the stitch 1, then knit into it a second time before slipping it off the left needle. This way you still get those 2 wraps. Again, 1 purl and 1 knit with 2 wraps. If you are using metal needles, just wrap the yarn twice like this. My needles don't fly well, so I have to help with my fingers. 1 purl, then a knit with 2 wraps. 1 purl, 1 knit with 2 wraps. 1 purl, 1 knit with 2 wraps. The symmetry stitch is 1 purl and I need the final edge stitch. That was row 1. Row 2, the wrong side. I slip the edge stitch unworked and work as follows. We have a single stitch and a double wrapped stitch. The single stitch I purl. The double wrapped stitch I slip to the right needle unworked with the yarn in front. I continue like this to the end of the row. 1 purl, then slip the stitch and it's wrapped unworked with yarn over in front. Purl 1, slip 1 with yarn 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 in front. The symmetry stitch remains a purl. And I need the final edge stitch. That was row 2. Now for row 3, the right side. I slip the edge stitch unworked and repeat the first row in staged checkerboard order. Since we started the first row with a purl, we will start this row with a knit stitch with 2 wraps. Then the next stitch is a purl. I alternate those to the end. 1 knit with 2 wraps, then 1 purl. Knit with 2 wraps, purl 1. 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 The symmetry stitch here is a knit with 2 wraps, and I need the final edge stitch. Row 3 is finished. Row 4, the wrong side. This is similar to row 2, but worked in a staggered order. I slip the edge stitch unworked. I see the double wrapped stitch first. I slip it unworked with the yarn in front. Then I purl the next stitch. Again, slip 1 with the yarn in front, then purl 1. Slip 1 with the yarn in front, purl 1. Slip 1 with the yarn in front, purl 1. Slip 1 with the yarn in front, purl 1. Slip 1 with the yarn in front, purl 1. The symmetry stitch is slipped unworked with the yarn in front. And the last stitch I purl. That completes the 4th row. From here, you will return to row 1 and repeat those 4 rows to your desired height. And here is a small sample. You can see the mesh cells. And here is a larger sample made with a finer yarn. If you don't like the double wrap knit stitch, you can simply work a regular knit stitch instead. The pattern won't be quite as loose or airy, but it will still be very beautiful and lace-like. I have a version of that pattern too, and the link will be in the description. Thank you in advance for your likes. Subscribe to the channel and leave your question in the comment. Bye bye.